I have to and I get to exercise radical self-acceptance. We have to and we get to exercise radical self-acceptance, radical self-accountability. What does this mean, Ashley? Practicing the remembrance that we are one with all things. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in my reality is only a manifestation of the energies in which I am. Being inquisitive about our lives, leading our lives with an inquisitive disposition. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast called Action. Sit with yourself for at least 2 hours a day, every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self. What is it that I need to know to come into greater consciousness with an inquisitive disposition? Learning from myself, by my inquiry, my journey in my inner space. And by how every dimension of my reality is a co-creation from my inner space. Learning from every dimension I experience in my tangible outer space reality. I've been able to perceive the patterns and cycles of what we call this matrix or this divine orchestration. Coming from before I was catalyzed into my spiritual awakening journey, being in what we would call the darkness or in dense low vibrational frequential patternings, in which my soul calls your gestational phase. Whenever we're in as individual beings of divine creation or mass collectively, in the collective masses, whenever we are, hello y'all, whenever we are in states of ourselves where we perceive ourselves less than limitless, where we perceive ourselves less than connected to all things, we are in the darkness or in dense frequential patternings of gestation. Not to get complacent, but to learn and grow and evolve like a worm in a caterpillar, like a caterpillar in a cocoon. Handed to me in the moment. So I was triggered or I reacted out of frustration. I reacted. And my soul said, hey, Ashley, what are you feeling? I said, I'm upset. My soul said, let's put it into a song. Let's lift up these energies and put it into a song. I channeled the song, You Were Always Infinite Creation, which is available to stream within the album Evolution, the EP, within the playlist section of my music channel on YouTube, Ashley Nicole Music on YouTube. I'm going to sing a bit. Sometimes I wanna, and then I remember, I was like, I didn't know this. He's like, I didn't want you to know it, Ashley. I didn't want you to know it yet. Whoa, cool. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, he's like, go ahead and speak. Ashley, you didn't connect the dots and stuff before I asked you to connect the dots. So I'm reading from a search engine. Baal is a figure from ancient Middle Eastern mythology, primarily associated with storms, fertility, and agriculture. Now, I've channeled about Baal before with Rabbi Yeshua, and I'll link it below, or Jesus Christ. I'll link it below. We did a sermon together. It's called Redemption Part 1. Kingdom Things Podcast, Redemption Part 1. I'll link this transmission below in the reference content. Rabbi Yeshua and myself, we did a sermon together. I opened and he closed the sermon. And whenever I do transmissions, I'm guided to, the divine's like, wherever you are in any moment, that's where I need you to be to co-create these transmissions the way the universe want, or I want you to co-create them to be offerings to humanity's evolution. So at the time, what did I know about Baal? I knew he was like from the Hebrew, like a Hebrew deity